right, hey family. As you can see, new location. Um, I figured I'd give you guys an update because a lot of weird things have been happening, and I kind of want your opinion on it. So, um, you know that the books have come out, and it all started back when I decided to speak at town hall. I decided to, put my name in the book, sign up, and they said, cool. And then Monday call comes around, and I see this call from a number I don't recognize, and I answer. And it was the mayor's office specifically asking me what was I going to say. That was Tuesday, and that was the same day that Charlie Kirk died. The day that I was supposed to speak, I believe. And what was so interesting is I was very uncomfortable that the mayor would call. And when I was telling them like what I was going to say, they said, no, we know the topic is Social Security. What exactly do you plan to say in front of the stand? And that was just weird to me. I called my brother, John. I really look at him as both my best friend and mentor. But I look to him and I look to a couple of other people, my family. It always says the wise has an advisor of counsels. So I spoke to my counsel, and the overwhelming majority of them said, don't do it. Even like the men's prayer group that I'm in, just the shift in his energy, because at first he was praying for like the fire. Oh, have him speak your word to your people and allow him in the face of the lion's den and blah, blah, blah. And then like I heard a shift in the prayer. And he said, but Lord, if you don't want him to go. But nevertheless, so after he got done, I've been really tapped in with this group. It's helped me a lot. And they said at the end of the prayer, don't speak until you speak to management. And then the whole Charlie thing happens. Also, somebody knows where I live, apparently. Not many people know. I would say less than a handful of people know. And yeah, somebody was at my house. I have I have my dragon fruit, money tree, bamboo. I have a couple different plants out back. The only plant that was touched was my money tree. And, this is actually what we're talking about. So a lot of weird things have been happening, which is why we're in this new location. But outside of the update, I don't know what's been going on, but it just got to the point where I was uncomfortable. I was getting threats. I was getting messages from all over the place where I left. But there is a lot I need to say, and I've just been asking God, how does he want me to say it? Because what I'm realizing is we're in a season of truth seekers and truth bearers. And I believe that I've come across the ones who is now a truth bearer. The difference is I see others who have truth as well. And I can see where they manipulate the truth. They'll give you just enough and then lie to push an agenda. So, been asking God, what do you want me to do? How you want me to handle these things? But nevertheless, what I do want to mention is, let's talk about this free speech stuff. All right, so everybody's getting mad at Jimmy Kimmel. Well, there's an uproar because of the Jimmy Kimmel situation where he got fired by Disney, and Disney was pressured by the government, the FCC, to do the firing. Now, I'm proud of us because I can tell that America's frustrated, and we're doing things, or trying to. So first of all, shout out to everybody who canceled their subscription, but I was in stocks for a long time. I know the market very well. And these people don't lose their money. Okay? They didn't lose yet. They didn't lose any money. Because as long as you hold the position, as long as you don't sell, you don't commit to that loss. For example, they have $1 million in Disney. Yes, let's say the stock dropped. I didn't look at the numbers, but let's just say it dropped 10% or, 50%. That million is now 500,000. But that's the volatility that's normally expected in the market. If we don't withhold and actually withstand and we go back to it, they just were holding their money. And if anything, they're probably buying in lower and getting a better price for when we do go back. So what I suggest to everybody is I'm going to point out the same exact thing that they used to say. So the market used to be defined as a recession with 2 negative quarters of GDP growth, negative GDP growth. And I've talked about it before. Hey guys, why did they not announce it? Another video, go check that out. But what I'm suggesting is hold it for these quarterly meetings, at least 2 of them. Make them really feel a recession, okay? Quarterly meetings every 3 months. So we need to stay strong at minimum 6 months is what I suggest. That way, if that's how we used to define the economy, I think that would be a great scare, or at least let them know that we're serious, okay? And if, hey, Donnie, hey, Donnie, President, Mr. President, I suggest, if you do decide to change the quarterly earnings to every 6 months, guys, all we have to do is hold it for a year now instead of 6 months. So either way, I'm proud of the progress. I just think we need a vision on the execution, because I think a lot of people thought that, hey, well, they lost $4 billion. Valuation went down. Don't give them an opportunity to make even more profit by buying at a dip. If you care about your mission, that is just my suggestion to you here at Financial Independence Firm, as well as Bamboo Roots Initiative. Hopefully we'll be coming out with some more videos. Pray for me. Pray that God will reveal how he wants me to deliver this message in a way that's useful to you guys, in a way that's profitable and safe for my life. But till next time, love y'all. Peace.
I got this love on the man. Everybody, stand up and lift up your hands. Cause we worshiping a God that's living, not dead. So every time I'm bothered, I'm just brushing it off. And I really live this life, not just something I talk. And so I yell it from the rooftop that Jesus Christ is Lord. The bomb in Gilead.